Yes, I think we are in a democracy. A democracy allows for some of these things to be done. I also am aware some information reaching me indicates that those memos have been shredded by the outgoing administration. So we wait to see the outcome of this memo. But also, don't forget that the Attorney General's power to withdraw and to enter a nolle prosequi cannot be questioned. So it's not as if this information is given, it can turn over the Attorney General's. In fact, the Attorney General was just magnanimous to even be talking to us. He has no business talking to us at all. So I don't know to what end that this request of information is meant to be, but we're in a democracy. He's allowed to do what he did or he's doing. I think that for the first time, and that's what Tony or Dame didn't understand. For the first time, we had an Attorney General who, after exercising his power to withdraw and also to enter a nolle prosequi, decided to meet the press. We are not saying that this is the first time an explanation is given. Godfred Dame sought to say that, during his time, there were explanations given. That's not what we are saying. We are saying this is the first time. In your time, you issue statements, giving reasons, fine. But this is the first time that an Attorney General meets the media and says, throw any question to me, I'll answer. And he says that he did that based on the fact that in a democratic society such as ours, you will need to let the people know and carry the people along. And he didn't also want his discretion to be seen as arbitrary. And that's why he did what he did. So we need to commend him for that. But Godfred Dame's tenure in that ministry was a terrible one. And so I thought that he would just keep quiet and then have his rest. He's no more in power. He's no more Attorney General. Focus on his private practice and be who he is. But when he decided to respond to Dominic Ayine, he opened himself up for attacks. This is an Attorney General who, for the first time in our history, was reprimanded by a judge to stay away from a case, the Jakwa case. Justice Ifya admonished the Attorney General to stay away from the case because of the shenanigans that we heard he engaged in that conversation with Jakwa. This is the first time an Attorney General is seen to be coaching a witness. And that witness was not even for the state, but for the defense. And we all heard Godfred Dame say that he's under pressure by this same Ken Ofodata that you people are having sympathy for. And the president, he's under pressure from them to nail Attoforson. Never in our history, as lawyers, have we seen an Attorney General so neck deep in such unprofessional conduct. So for him to come and be pontificating, and mind you, he's a student of Dominic Ayine, and I expected him to give Dominic that due respect. But he came out all gun blazing. You see? So, if you take one of the cases, let's even leave the Jakpa one and Attoforson one. Take the case of Agongo and Co. See how that case was so murky when Clement Onyenuga was handling the matter. And Clement Onyenuga never had opportunity to sit in the Supreme Court to deal with matters of the Supreme Court. He spent all his promotion life to the Supreme Court on this matter. And you saw how the lawyers cried foul at the way he was handling the case. At a point in time when Clement Onyenuga left, they went to the Supreme Court, Court of Appeal, and the court said that the case should start de novo. You know about that. Yeah. Godfred Dame refused, went to the Supreme Court, I think so, and then overturned that decision. As an Attorney General, you are supposed to ensure justice to... When the judge was transferred. That judge was even transferred. Yeah. That's another thing. That judge was transferred because he said that I'm going to start de novo. I need to look at the case, the demeanor holistically. Yes. You know, I need to look at it because in criminal cases, the demeanor of the witnesses counts. And we all thought that was the best thing to do, particularly when with Onyenuga, there were a lot of controversies. So, if you are a new Attorney General and you take over office, you don't want to embroil yourself in such controversies. You want to start on a clean sheet. So I don't know, and I heard him say, Godfred Dame say that, this is meant to clear NDC appointees. When he took over, they have never cleared MPP appointees. The question to ask is, when they took over, did we have in our courts frivolous charges against MPP people? Did we? We didn't have in our court, when they took over, who in the MPP was being prosecuted in the courts? On frivolous charges. On frivolous charges. Who was there? For you, if somebody was there and was being prosecuted in that manner, that is when we would have tested whether you do that or not. But it didn't come to meet that. So you can't be talking about that when they came, they didn't discontinue cases against the MPP. So, it is as if was right, but he should also know that the AG right to discontinue, withdraw, or even enter a nolle prosequi cannot be questioned. So I don't know what he wants to achieve with this. But we are also aware there's an email trail which maybe his right to information requests may provide him. Have you seen that email trail? No, I'm told by the Attorney General, those in the office. Okay. But the memo itself has been shredded, I'm told. In answering his right information questions, I'm sure the email trail will also show that aspect, which says that the matter should... Why are you, as in lawyers in this government are insisting and are so sure that the memo has been shredded, and they use the word shredded? Who saw it being shredded? Well, I'm in my office now. I'm not there alone. I have secretaries. And when memos come to me, they know it has come. In fact, they bring it. They actually bring it. So if they can't trace it, either you've taken it home or it has been shredded, or they in the offices would have seen you shredding it. And so the information is not difficult to get because you are not in that office alone. You are working with people. And so that's how come sometimes the information can leak.